FEMA owes communities nearly $10 billion in approved disaster aid and reimbursements. Severe storms and flooding are already hitting parts of the central U.S., and hurricane season starts in 46 days. In April 2025, FEMA canceled BRIC, Building Resilient Infrastructure in Communities, calling it wasteful and politicized in their own press release. That program funded elevating homes out of floodplains, reinforcing levees, strengthening hospitals before storms. $3.6 billion in mitigation funds frozen overnight. A court ruled the cancellation unlawful, and FEMA released $1 billion in March 2026 under court order. What happens to the rest is in the fiscal year 2027 budget. I cover this kind of thing every day, so follow so you don't miss where this goes. Okay, so look, BRIC was just the start. A draft planning document obtained by CNN and WAPO showed DHS targeting 41% cuts to disaster response staff and 85% cuts to the surge workforce. These are the teams that rush in after a storm. The goal, more than 11,500 jobs gone by October, which is mid-hurricane season. FEMA says no final decisions have been made. The document exists, and the GAO found only 12% of FEMA's incident management workforce was available at the start of last hurricane season, while the agency was already supporting more than 91 declarations. At the same time, the House passed H.R. 6644 in February, 390 to 9. That's significant. The Senate then passed its own amended version, 89 to 10, and sent it back. The bill streamlines or exempts some housing-related environmental reviews. Critics, I'm a critic, say that it weakens oversight in hazard-prone areas. The full breakdown is on a previous video on my page right here. The short of it, it rolls back the reviews meant to keep people from building in dangerous places, while also cutting the programs that protect communities after they flood. And then, on April 2nd, FEMA published a press release blaming Democrats for the shutdown and saying the disaster relief fund was nearing depletion. This administration canceled $3.6 billion in preparedness grants, drafted plans to cut surge staffing by 85%, and still has communities waiting on nearly $10 billion in approved disaster aid and reimbursements. So I ask, who actually emptied the fund? CBS News mapped every county that lost BRIC funding. 2/3 voted Trump in 2024. That link is going on my Blue Sky right now. You can go there and check your own state. So here's the deal. Louisiana, $720 million in BRIC applications canceled. Florida has spent just 6% of its grants while projects are being shut down statewide. California watched Los Angeles burn in January of last year. A year later, a $35 million wildfire prevention grant in Napa County is gone. And H.R. 6644 passed the House 390 to 9 with broad support from members representing every one of those states. So here's what that means for you. When the next storm hits, the infrastructure won't be there. The surge teams could be much smaller and more strained than before. Much of the approved funding is still delayed. So here's my question of the year. If the federal government is walking away from disaster preparedness and telling states to handle catastrophic risk on their own, why exactly did we pay our federal taxes yesterday? Please save this, because when the response falls short, the explanation you hear will not include any of this. All sources are going to be in a pinned comment. Please be sure to follow me on here, on Blue Sky, Substack, and the Tube. There's a new video every day. Use critical thinking skills, be curious, ask questions, and remember, democracy is a verb. Act accordingly. Thanks for watching.